when did you get into this?
I was a fan of the books to start with. Like Tolkien's work is of course something that as a child, if we got our hands on it, it definitely gave rise to a lot of imagination, which is what we want kids to kind of go through. But I was a bit of a lazy reader, so I used to wait for the movies to come out to see ki actually kya hua. But yeah, of course, it's great if you're actually able to read, because then you can explore in your head what you think it would be.
Speaking of the movies, who was your favorite character growing up, and which character did you like sort of imbibe into?
I think Isildur was definitely a character that I thought was very complex and not the normal character that you would have. You would be more a Frodo person and less of a Isildur person. But I feel like I think as now that I've grown up, I think I kind of understand Isildur as well.
Okay, so you were in Bahubali, and many have said that this served as the launch pad, like the inspiration behind the series. What can you tell us about now this series coming up? How will it inspire future, or how do you hope it inspires future?
I actually think India has a lot of stories that are yet untold, and some stories that are in our own mythology, which are brilliant, and it organically has great, you can make great screenplays out of it for any format, like for the long format or even for a feature. So I think we're in really good times, but I hope we tap into our own stories, Indian stories.
Okay, now Brahmastra is also coming up on
yes.
second, and that is also inspired, I am said, by Lord of the Rings. How will you be watching, what will you be watching on September 2nd?
Well, I really want to watch it in the theaters, because that is a spectacle. It's that experience that you want to see on the large screen. I think it's 3D, yeah. So I definitely want to watch it in 3D, because I feel like it's made for the 3D format. So definitely would like to watch it in 3D.
Yesterday you had a chance to meet the creator.
Yeah, JD Payne.
Yeah, if you get a chance to maybe feature by season 5, which character would you like to play? Elf, dwarf?
I have elf ears, so I feel like I'll suit the bill without VFX. In case I don't make it in for the elves, then Galadriel, why not? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you.
As a filmmaker, India has referenced Lord of the Rings several times over the years. How will this show serve as a launch pad, or inspire several others in the years to come?
Well, really, it's Tolkien that serves to inspire us all. We've tried to go back to the books as often as we can, and we're really excited to introduce Lord of the Rings to maybe a new generation of people who either haven't read the books or maybe haven't seen some of the prior adaptations. We hope that, because people can come in off the streets and have know absolutely nothing about Tolkien or anything that's come before, and watch our show, and then hopefully that will get them really interested, and then they will go and experience it in all kinds of other mediums as well.
Bahubali, have you heard of the movie Bahubali?
I've not, no.
Okay, so that and the upcoming movie Brahmastra were all reference to Lord of the Rings. And,
That's so cool.
Now going forward, as a visual spectacle, how do you push the boundaries with that in this show?
Well, so what's really amazing about this show is it's the confluence of two different really forms of art, of cinematic blockbuster storytelling with long-form streaming storytelling. So you have all the character depth and exploration of history and mythology and character that you do in any wonderful sort of long cable series. But also you have the big spectacle of having armies and monsters and creatures and all kinds of really fun things. So you bring those two together, and hopefully by the time we get to those big battles, you'll care so much about these people that you'll be really emotionally invested.
So speaking of battles, how family friendly is this? Are the sex scenes steamy enough for the kids to watch? And is the battle scenes bloody?
Are no sex scenes, and we say that if you're old enough to read the books, then you're old enough to watch the show. And the battles, they get intense. I mean, there's orcs, and there's orc blood is black, so it's a little different than having red blood flash everywhere. But so certainly it can get scary. There's monsters and there's creatures, and there's times where if you're on the younger side, you might pull the covers over your head. But we've tried to make something that people can also watch and that will bring families together.
Okay. And which was the best character you brought for you? Which one did you get to the screen? Your favorite?
I can't choose favorites amongst my children. They're all beautiful, each in their own way. And, I fell in love with each of them one at a time, and I hope audiences will too.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Can't wait.
Thank you, thank you.
How has it been? What's your favorite memory so far from your visit to Mumbai?
Oh, I mean, just the people and the energy here is amazing. We had this great percussive introduction to, and the rickshaws. It was really, really great. Kind of yeah, really wonderful experience.
How is the Indian culture and people that you've seen so far similar to something you see on Lord of the Rings?
Oh wow! Well, I feel like there's a lot. There's, as I said, the sort of energy of people out here, and the warm spirit that people have got is like a real fundamental of Tolkien storytelling. So I'd probably say that.
You play Alvin royalty.
I always have this very strong association.
What is the best part about playing your character, and what are you most looking forward for the fans to see?
Yeah, well, he's half elven, so he's kind of unique in the elven world. He's surrounded by people who saved the world. You know, you're wearing the star there on your shirt of Eärendil, his father, who you know was saved the. You know, it's a lot to live up to, and he has a lot of pressure on him. But it's really fun to play him because there's so much duality and interesting things in his character.
As a fan of the series, which character are you most excited to see?
And I had a 2-page speech in Urdu.
Oh wow! Who was I? I was really excited for Gil Galad because Gil Galad is somebody we haven't really seen speak, and Ben Walker is such a great actor, and I got to work with him a lot. So I'd probably say Gil Galad.
Character, hope you get to explore more in the coming season.
I hope so. I think he's a really interesting character. I think he's as I say, he's very unique to Tolkien. So yeah, I feel very lucky to be playing him. I'm very happy to be here.
Finding it what is so true about Tolkien.
Oh, I just really hope you enjoy it. I hope you have a great time watching the show and keep watching. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Thank you.
How has your experience been so far, and what is your favorite memory that you're taking back with you from the Mumbai premiere?
I think it's just getting out of. We were in rickshaws, and then we got out. There was music and dancing, and we felt very welcome. So thank you for having us.
You play a very important part in this series and in the future series as well. So tell us what was it like going into
you know what I've been really enjoying is character.
Yeah, well, we know where he ends up, so I kind of wanted to build him from the ground up. I wanted to figure out what he's like as a young guy on the cusp of adulthood. So he's a little bit lost in the first season. He's yearning for something else that's maybe not on the island.
And what is your best, what would you want to see, on screen? Who's your best character that you want to see on screen?
Oh, Prince Durin. He's a dwarf. I'd love to have dinner with him. Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah, I mean, Jenny and Patrick are extremely
what is one message you hope people will take forward from this series?
I hope that they see themselves in some of the characters and storylines, and it gives them a sense of magic and wanderlust that I felt as a child. And yeah, it gives them an escape from this crazy world that we're living in.
And you mentioned that your friend was in RRR.
Yeah.
Do you hope to see some Indian movie?
Yeah, if they get me in a Bollywood movie, I'll definitely do it.
I know he's in a red uniform. He's like a British officer.
No, but I just invite me. Thank you.
So, how is your experience in India been so far?
Oh, it's been incredible. Everyone's so welcoming. The food is delicious, and I'm so grateful to be here.
What best thing about India will you take back with you?
Oh, that is a good question. I think the people. But also that welcoming ceremony that we just had, it was so emotional, and I'm so bereft. I'm so grateful for that experience. So thank you for that.
And you were here with your cast, but on set, who was your favorite, and what was the best part about working with all of them?
I think I can't pick a favorite. I love everyone so much, and we're such a close cast. I mean, it's just been such a great experience, and I honestly couldn't tell you one story in this short time. We'd have to sit down and talk about it properly.
And what are you most looking forward to the Indian audience seeing from the show?
Just to see the show, I think I can't wait for people to see the show. It's so exciting, and I'm so glad that we're finally able to share it with everybody.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
How was your reception? What is your best memory so far from your Mumbai?
Back here a little bit?
I mean, we've had so many. I think it's just every kind of, the whole press junket here has been so wonderful. Everyone is so lovely and so interested in kind of the series and talking about it. So I guess everything, really.
Well, I mean, what are you most looking forward to, the Indian audience in this series? We know you're playing Dory. What was it like getting into character and the best experience for you?
Getting into character was, I mean, I had so much support. I think the showrunners were so like collaborative, and so were the cast and crew, and so it was just brilliant. It was brilliant. It was a really welcoming set, and I felt the fact that I could kind of, you could realize that it really, the crew's work is on screen, really, and so I hope audiences can see that as well.
So many Indian movies have been inspired by Lord of the Rings. How do you hope that the show, sets the bar higher for future filmmakers and storytellers?
Wow, I mean, I think that it's just about striving for truth, really, and I think that what stood out for me with this is that the storylines are really specific and the character arcs are really fleshed out and dynamic, and so I just hope we continue to see more of that on screen.
And any character that you were most excited to see? You share a lot of scenes with the stranger. Anything that you can tell us?
Well, the character that I'm most excited to see, I mean, I'm excited to see all of them. I've been so impressed by all the cast members. They're just so amazing. And working with Daniel Wayman, who plays the stranger, has been the greatest privilege. He is just wonderful, and I can't wait for people to see how present and creative he is.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
How was your experience in Mumbai so far?
It's been lovely. Everyone's been so kind, and the food is fantastic.
What was the best memory that you take back with you?
So much. I've never been here before, so it's a real...
The best memory. I mean, hopefully we're going to be making memories at the after party. But so far, the rickshaws and the drums they played for us when we came in, that was pretty cool. Yeah.
How close is Indian culture to the Lord of the Rings series?
I really can't wait
What do you see?
How close is Indian culture? Do you know what's interesting is we've been doing the press junket for the past 2 days, and the questions here have been they've had so much more depth and specificity than we've had on the press tour, and that's been really refreshing. You can kind of feel the history and mythos of India in the questions. Sorry, I'm rambling.
And you come with your co-stars.
Yes.
I'd love to see
On screen, what was your best? Did you share like the best chemistry with the best?
I spent a lot of time with Maxim Baldry, who plays my naughty brother. Yeah, we took a lot of trips together and really got to know each other.
And how did you build up your chemistry on that?
Yeah, I think we built our chemistry. You know, the brother-sister dynamic is a bit fraught in the show, and Maxim and I are very different people. So yeah, we're very aware of our differences after those trips.
What is the hope fans will appreciate or take over from this?
Just the healing power of beauty. Tolkien believed in that, and I sort of, that was reignited in my mind working on this. So, yeah. Thank you.
So tell us something that is very special about your character.
I think the special thing about Theo is I think he has a deep love. And when he loves really, really deeply, and everything he does is for the love of his people, for the love of his mum, for his family, and yeah.
We saw you in the trailer, about this Sauron. What can you tell us about that in the series ahead?
Well, I can say that Sauron is out and about. We don't know where, we don't know who, but we will find out. Yeah.
And as the youngest one in the cast, who were you most excited? Which character were you most excited to see on screen?
Ooh, I think I really love the dwarves. I love Prince Durin. I think Owain does an incredible job, and he's a great friend of mine now. He sort of welcomed me onto the cast when I got here, and yeah, I think the dwarves are so cool. So yeah, I'd love to see Durin.
Alright. And what is the best memory that you will take back with you from your trip to Mumbai?
I think the people, everyone has been so welcoming and so lovely. I don't think I've had a single conversation that I didn't enjoy. I've been fully immersed in everything, and I'm just so appreciative of it.
Alright, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. You too.
How has your experience been, and what is your favorite memory so far from the Mumbai tour?
How's my experience been here in India?
Yes.
It's been incredible. We've had such a warm welcome. I've eaten a lot of food, and on Saturday we're going to get out and about, hopefully, so I can't wait for that.
Okay, what's your favorite till today?
My favourite, sorry? Of food? It was a laddu, a little small, and I think it was matzo laddu, but it was a little orange. The dessert was amazing, yeah.
What is it?
Well, it's good. People make it.
So tell us a little something about your character that you're most excited for the Indian audience to see.
My character, Marigold Brandyfoot, I think what I'm most excited for them to see, she's very tough, but she has a lot of love underneath, and I hope they really get to see how much she loves her family and her community.
Okay, are you one of the ring bearers in the series?
No, but I actually have I have one. This is from Hobbiton in New Zealand.
And what do you hope fans will take away from this series? A lot of new ones will be watching it. So what do you hope they take away?
Actually, I hope that the old fans just love returning to Middle Earth, but I hope that we actually get a lot of new fans. I mean, we introduce them through our show to Tolkien's world, and that would make me really happy.
And which character were you most excited to see on screen? Like, you have so many orcs, dwarves, the Ent.
Which character was I most? I'm actually really excited to see Galadriel and Elrond's early years and their journey and how they get from where we've started with them, how they get through to where they end up, and the last alliance of men and elves. Yeah, that would be really interesting to me. Any message you would like to give all your fans? Any new fans tuning in, old fans? Look, I just can't wait for everyone in India to see the show. We are so excited to finally be sharing it with everyone, and can't wait for September 2nd.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This reception outside was unlike any other. So what do you think India brought to this Lord of the Rings experience?
Well, I think, one, that this show is for everyone, wherever you are in the world. And it's so great for the cast and the whole crew to be here, right here in Mumbai, and be able to celebrate it with everyone here in this country. So we're just happy about that.
And what do you think will, connect the Indian audience to this series?
Well, yeah, Rings of Power is a very universal story, and it's there's so many different themes that people can relate to. It's epic, there's adventure, there's high stakes, there's good versus evil. There's so many different parts of this story that I think people will find and relatable. So that's why we think it'll be great.
What's your favorite part about this whole series?
My favorite part of this series is that it is an incredible story that has been longing to be told. The Second Age has never been told fully in its full complexity, so I think that's what I'm really excited for. It's just exciting. Thank you.